Hello, hello, GM, how are you? Oh my gosh, it is March 6th at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I am Julie Kennis, and this is Crypto News, brought to you by Gokhshtein Media. I am pushing through to X today, you guys. But it makes me sad because I don't have a way to see my comments on X. So if you guys would like to participate in the comments section, you have to hop over to YouTube. So if you're new here, please go to my YouTube, search Julie Kennis, give me a subscribe and a follow. Hello, friends in the chat. I see you. I don't know if you want me to call you all out today, but thank you. And I have some friends that don't normally hang out in the chat with me today, so I'm excited about that. There is a lot going on in the news, you guys. There are crypto reserve bills that are advancing. There are summits that are occurring tomorrow. All of the exciting things. The market is just kind of taking a little bit of a breather, and I'm sure it's an anticipation for our pump tomorrow for the crypto summit, the first ever from Washington, D.C. Thank you all for joining me. So I'm going to break this down in a couple little sections. And first, we are going to start it off with some crypto charts. All right. Here is where we are on Bitcoin, you guys. I was zooming out a little bit to kind of see where we were at. Once I zoomed out, it didn't look as bad once I zoomed out. You guys know they always tell us zoom out, right? When in doubt, zoom out. Here's where we're sitting today on Bitcoin. So we did have a little bit of a cool off. We have peaked as of yesterday and are starting to kind of cool off today. But again, this is all in anticipation of what we have going on tomorrow at the White House. I just had to scroll down because I saw comments were coming in. Hello, Poman, Yeti, Goldie, Brian, Dejan, Poman, Mike, Lowry. Hello, Mark. Oh my gosh, you guys are amazing. You're amazing. Mike, other Mike. Crypto Princess is new in the chat. I love when I have women here. I love when I have women in here. Shout out to you guys. So this is where we are currently at with Bitcoin. We are at 89,000. And so everything is just kind of just chopping a little bit sideways. Honestly, I thought we were going to have a little bit more of a pullback this week. Ethereum is at 2210. And Solana is at 144. You guys, I feel like I said it every day this week when we go live. It's at 140. And today is no different. It's at 144. So it seems like Solana has found a bottom. It really just, it did get a little oversold, but currently we're just hanging out. Blocky's halfway there. Oh my gosh. Brian, you're so cruel. Brian, you're so cruel. Okay, Link. It was at 17, just under 18, but it has cooled off as well. And you guys, speaking of Chainlink, I'm really upset because I wanted to get Bloomberg had a interview with Sergey today, and I was busy out running around, and I really wanted to see it. Bloomberg did not have anything pushed through to YouTube where I could get to it when his interview went live. So I'm going to have to go back and watch that because I feel like any sort of hint or anything like that of what might be going on tomorrow potentially, or sometimes he gives just tiny little nuggets that are more like crypto related that make me think, So I love when I find Sergey content. So I'm sad that I missed his interview today, but life be life. And so I was busy running around all morning. So anyway, Link, it is sitting just under $17. It was all the way down to 13, you guys. At 14, it was looking really good. And I told you guys I didn't have any right now, and that would have been a really good entry for me. And I don't know. I see Link doing so much with TradFi that's going to be one that I really see doing a lot this cycle. Litecoin is doing what Litecoin does. It is sitting here at 103. You guys, Litecoin also has an ETF that is currently, I saw somebody hit something. So Litecoin has an ETF that is currently up for approval. And so for my deep dive portion, not today, but probably next week, I am going to do the ETF deep dive because I kind of like doing that and following the bills around each of the states. So I think I'm going to do that with the ETFs as well. But I need to make like a fun little graphic for you guys for all the different coins that are up for ETFs. Speaking of coins that are up for ETFs, Dogecoin is also up. No, it is not up for an ETF. Is Dogecoin up for an ETF? Let me know in the comments. I can't remember if Dogecoin has an ETF yet. But Dogecoin is sitting at 20 cents. It was just, it hit 18 yesterday, you guys. I saw it at 19 when we went live yesterday. Deep dives are fun. Thank you, Pooh Man. I'm glad you like my deep dives. I just like being silly with you guys, and that just gives me something to be silly with. So I'm like over here like, okay, what can I do for these different deep dives? And so I have these little aha moments when I'm being very California sober, if you will. I get in my creative, put a little music on. I had music going earlier today. You guys, usually sometimes I'll put like some very like calming music on, and today I had like going. It was a party in here right before I went live. So Shiba Inu, you guys, I don't even have any Shiba right now. And it's one of those that like I kind of go in at the end of the bull market. Oh, shout out to you guys. There's 93 of you. It must be my ex people. Hello, my ex people. If you don't currently follow me on YouTube, I do this live stream every day at 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, even Saturday and Sunday, which gets a little difficult, but we have fun. And my people show up every day, which you guys are awesome. So shout out to you guys. So that is actually there are some more charts that I want to show you guys, but I got to pull up at a different screen. Un momento, por favor. Let's see, where are we at? Right here. That way you guys can see where my bags are bleeding the most. You guys know I'm solid on Dogecoin, on Bitcoin, and this is just still just way down here. I haven't even moved on it. I still haven't moved. You know what I said, you guys, is I when I'm bouncing around between chains, I find that like once I go from one chain, I hate having to like completely shift gears onto another chain. And so a lot of my activity lately has either been on Phantom or Ethereum, and I have not really been touching my Bitcoin stuff. I've just kind of like let Bitcoin collect dust. You guys, I was in on ordinals and I have all that stuff, and it's just over there, just, collecting dust. So, but I do need to purchase some more dog. And so that is why I'm like, I need to get out of this like funk of me only being in, 2 main wallets. And I do jump in Vesper a lot because I love my Cardano. I love my Cardano. Speaking of that, hello, Dead Cat Crypto. I know you love Cardano. And they love you too. And my Pepe, you guys, I am also big on Pepe, and that's why I'm in the ETH zone. I am very much in the ETH zone. And so anyway, Pepe is down, but the bullish sentiment is still very high. And I have been watching it doing its little bouncy thing on like CoinMarketCap on where it's ranked in overall coins. So that is where we are at with those two. How's everybody doing today? I feel like my YouTube chat is kind of slow right now, but I know that I go live at the same time as J Chains, and I love J Chains, you guys. So if you guys don't know who J Chains is, you should give him a follow as well. Let me see. What do we have here? All right. And I am going to jump right into the next section, which is Referral. All right, you guys, actually, the big news today, this actually just came out. From this is on the Cointelegraph website. I end up on here the most, you guys, but sometimes I find inaccurate information on here. So we are going to run through this one together for the first time, but this is what I keep going back to on Bitcoin. And because there is so much going on and so much planned in terms of reserves on a federal level and on a state level, so there's a lot to talk about. But if we start to look at it, Cointelegraph has posted an article about U.S. crypto reserves could boost Bitcoin market cap by 460 billion. You guys, I kind of feel like if this is just like the Federal Reserve, because it depends how much they allot to it. So anyway, we will get into that because we are going to do a deep dive today. So they are saying that U.S. President Donald Trump's plans for a national crypto stockpile, along with similar proposals across dozens of U.S. states, could trigger a multi-billion-dollar buying spree with a 20x multiplier effect on Bitcoin's price. So this is what I keep saying, you guys, and this is why I have started to reach out to my local elected officials. Nobody's responding to me either. And this has me like, I am reaching out to first all of the ones that I know and already have some sort of working relationship with, because to me, that's like low-hanging fruit. If not, I'm going to start calling each of their local representatives and leaving a message with them. And so anyway, the funny thing is that of course, I have typically in the past always voted Republican. And so a lot of my friends and people that I know that have been elected and are in office are Republican. So I've reached out to them first, and really it's just kind of gone quiet. Like I'm hearing crickets, like complete crickets, you guys. So I'm like, okay, well, now that I'm remembering, I did a commercial for Melissa Hurtado when she was running for Senate. And hers went into like one of these super extended like counts, like each single ballot because it was too close. And so I don't know, it must have been like 5 months later, they'd finally announced that she was elected into office. But I actually was in one of her commercials because I'm kind of more a centrist. Like, look, I'm gonna go with what I think is best overall. And it doesn't always necessarily come from one party or another. And I have always, there's things with the Republicans that I've disagreed with. And I am more of like a left-leaning view if we have to, cut it one way or the other. So anyway, getting back to it, I'm like, well, I could just call Melissa Hurtado's office. Like, not only was I in one of her commercials and she got elected, but my mom, my mom actually just dealt with her office on a project because my mom is working in energy and renewables. And so anyway, shout out to my mom because I'm probably going to pull the Nepo card on that one. So planned crypto reserve. On March 2nd, Trump confirmed his committee to creating a U.S. crypto stockpile holding Bitcoins as well as altcoins such as Ether, Solana, among others. So there has been a bit of a little pop in these, including Cardano, which has actually held strong in comparison to some of the other coins that have all taken a hit recently. In fact, we are seeing meme coins really take a hit. And what's happening is you're starting to see it move into some of these coins that are starting to be adopted. So, oh my gosh, you guys, where was this spreadsheet earlier? You guys, I literally have my handwritten piece of paper. This is hilarious. I'm such a nerd, you guys. Okay. We're going to have to move on. Sam Bankman-Fried popped up again, you guys. It's his birthday. Or why are we celebrating his 33rd birthday? I am like, can't even believe that, yeah. Plus, if you're into like numerology like I am, I'm like, Sam Bankman-Fried celebrates his 33rd birthday in prison. The former CEO and defunct cryptocurrency exchange FTX said could be in his late 50s by the time he is released. Did you guys watch this? Did you guys actually watch it? I watched, probably the first half hour, maybe. I couldn't really watch anymore. But let me know if you guys are on YouTube in the comments. Let me know, because I want to hear what you guys think about this interview if you watched it. First off, like, I kind of struggle with the way he talks, and like the way he, I don't know, just the way he speaks is super awkward, and maybe that's just like his autism coming out. But it's just shocking to me that this kid was given so much power and so many, and I don't want to say it was just him, because I know his parents were like super well connected, and in my opinion, his parents, speaking of Nepo, I think he's a little bit of a Nepo baby. You lost zero on FTX and still can't stand him. Yeah, you know, I think part of the problem is and when I watched this, and why I quit watching it, is because he seems so entitled. He seems so entitled, and he, you know, and he almost seems like he deserves to be free, and that he's better than the people that are there. He's like, well, it was just, you know, and for somebody that needs to be creative and do all these things, there's not a lot for me to do in prison. And, you know, I've gotten back into reading novels, and, you know, and then in talking about, like, you know, P. Diddy, he says like, oh, I've seen him once, but then he's really nice to me and stuff. So he's like, well, if you've seen somebody once, it's hard to say if they're really nice to you. So I don't know. And then it's like, what type of facility is this that he's being held in? Like, is it like one of those like super luxurious prisons where they're like actually able to kind of like free roam around somewhat? Because I think that's kind of how it is when you're on that level of, like, he paid his way, like, knowing that he was doing things illegally. And I think that's what's wrong here, is the fact that he knew, and he pretends he's better than, because he's educated, or it's a white collar crime or whatever have you. But it's like, oh, it just sits wrong with me, because it's like, no, you did things illegally, and you knew that you were, and you were paying lots of money on either side. It was like you knew exactly what you were doing going into it. So I don't know. I have a hard time being like, a happy birthday to this guy. And I can't even believe that Tucker Carlson is having this interview, because I don't think he really deserves to even, you know, I don't know. And then my friend NK, shout out NK. I love her. NK came with Leslie to one of the karate combats, and I fell in love with NK karate combat, you guys. But she had posted some stuff about him, and she goes, I just feel like he's going to be free soon. And I'm like, you know what? NK's probably right. You pay it. You know, coming around from a family of attorneys, you know, it's, if you pay enough money, you can pay your way out of things. And that's why it's so funny about people in the crypto space. They literally will release statements that will lock them up in prison for the rest of their lives, because they're incriminating themselves, and they're not even talking to an attorney before they say all that stuff. And then they continue to go on and post live streams, and like the live streams are all still up, and like you can watch all of that old stuff. It's just like, people must be having a field day, because it's like main character syndrome means people with lots of money and like shouldn't have it, and it's just an absolute freaking mess, you guys. It's a train wreck. That's why we all show up every day, right? That's why we all show up every day. Anyway, Blocky's here. Hey, Blocky. And shout out to G Media. I was on the G Media page. And we are working on a lot of fun stuff coming up with G Media. So shout outs to you guys. Shout out to the 167 of you. I think most of you are on Twitter, because I only see 9 in my chat on YouTube. So the 160 of you should go over to my YouTube. I'm at Julie Kennis over there live streaming every day. Sometimes I'm talking shit. Running my mouth. I'm running my mouth. You guys, and it's going into Aries season. So it's like almost my birthday. My birthday's 4/4. So I told you guys numerology is my jam. Like I love numerology. Like it's like, yeah. Have you noticed that Trump does everything on the 4th, you guys? Everything is the 4th with him. He goes, oh, I can't do it on the 1st because it's the, and he's always got his reason, but he always does it on the 4th. But anyway, my birthday's 4/4, but that's not why I like Trump. Anyway. All right, you guys, I need to do our deep dive because they took my spreadsheet and actually created a spreadsheet. Hi, Brian. We got to do a deep dive right now. One moment, I'll be back. All right. Can you guys hear me? Let me know in the chat. I am going to turn over here. I'm at the whiteboard. Okay. Now I know. Oh, I can actually see the chat right there. We're good. We're good. Okay. I'm super excited, you guys. I'm going to clip my little thing on. Hang on. Let me clip this on. There we go. Is that good? Is that good? Okay. Okay. We got it. You guys can hear me? Yeah? I hope so. All right. Don't laugh at me, Brian. I have fun at the map again. Okay, yes, because big things happened in the United States, you guys. I am out here calling my senators, calling my congressmen, flipping sides. No one else does this. I'm just funky, you guys. So this was my handwritten states with crypto bills. So since the last time we did our deep dive, and I presented my little map here, these are all the little states. Of course, California is gray. We're gray because we suck and we haven't presented anything yet. Nothing. But our big states that we need to talk about. First off, we have North Carolina. That passed. Oh, let me make sure. Yay! Shout out North Carolina. And the other one is Texas. So those passed. So, and what I do not know is, okay, so North Carolina, and I need to add this to my little handwritten spreadsheet, and it's actually on that news thing, so I probably just need to print that out, because let's be real here. Do I really want to like handwrite everything in here for each state? Not really. But North Carolina is doing 10% of their state allotted public budget to Bitcoin. And Texas, I'm not really sure what Texas is doing, but I'm going to find out for you, and I will get it all printed up here. But this is my little deep dive. And so what they are saying in the news article, and of course, it depends on what happens here. But if they are totaling up the total of 10% of this state's budget, 10% of this state's budget, 50 million for here. Again, California, we have nothing proposed yet. But totaling all of this up, we are looking at a run on Bitcoin of $460 million. So yes, Yeti, I'm super proud of you guys in North Carolina. I'm super jealous. And I like North Carolina, you guys. I do. Anyway, I will work on updating this because this is totally moving very, very fast. And I'm going to continue to call my senators, congressmen, etc. You guys should all call your senators, congressmen, etc. and be telling them, if you do live in one of these states, like Washington, they're like one of the tech capital. It's like Seattle. Are you kidding me? And they don't have any crypto bill. Colorado has no crypto bill. California, no crypto bill. Oregon, no crypto bill. Do you know how many people I know in crypto that are in Portland? It's like crazy. It's like crazy how many people. In fact, I'm not going to say that name. But anyway, one of my friends that comes in here is from Portland. So Tennessee, we had the Bitcoin conference there last year. They've actually held the Bitcoin conference in Nashville, and they still, you guys, are you laughing at me? Okay. Is Derp? Oh, Derp's in here. Hi,
I think I know who Derp is. Okay, you guys, I'm out of here. I will see you.
I'm back. All right. Let me make sure I have that off. That's off. Okay. Okay. That's it, you guys. That's my deep dive. I have fun doing that with you guys. I get to just be silly. So, my next deep dive. Oh God, I feel like that's still on. My next deep dive is going to be the ETFs. So I need to work on my graphic and I will have that up for you guys next week. And then I will update my map and we will continue to go over the map and the ETFs. And yeah, but I just have fun doing the deep dives because it's fun. I get to get out of my chair and be silly. So that is the show for today. Goldie, thank you for telling me I'm funny. I just like hanging out and having fun with you guys. It's fun. So if you are on X, I do not push this show to X very often. I only do it irregularly because I'm trying to grow my YouTube. So go follow me on YouTube, please. This show is powered by G Media, Gokhshtein Media, and the G Media team. That's the show for today. I'll see you tomorrow.